Hi, RT here. In this video, I'll be showing you how I transplant my leeks into larger containers. If you're like me, you like to start some of your vegetables early. I believe that leeks is a good one since they take so long to grow anyway. I've also started some onions that I also think will benefit from the early start in my area. You'll want to water them before you transplant them to another container, and you'll want to give them a few minutes to soak that in before you actually go to transplanting them. Now let's go over and work on filling up my container. This is just a standard tray that you can get at the seed store. This one has two of them put together. Basically, you fill it up with the soil you're going to use. This is the same potting soil that I use to start the seeds in. I find it to be a very good balance and mix for both purposes. You want to make sure you totally fill it up. It's currently dry. I haven't added any water to it. That will be the next step. Okay, here I'm adding the water to the soil mix, and basically I end up using about a pitcher and a half for this amount of soil, and the goal is to get it very wet, but not so wet that it is just totally sitting in water. Once the water's in, I'm then thoroughly mixing it, and the goal is to just get it to a consistency of being wet all over. And once you've got it mixed, you'll then want to just let it sit for a while, and it will basically continue to soak and evenly distribute the water. Okay, I'm back, and you can tell that the soil is good and wet. Okay, now I will grab my leeks. And this is, like I said, American flag. So I'm gonna just tear this open. So I got some roots there. Just gently split these apart. So I've got, it's got its roots. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig a hole. Not trimming the roots. Just leaving it the way it is. There's another one. Creating the hole. Doesn't have to be perfectly uniform, although you may like it that way, in which case you can do it. You can get you a roller even and go through it. I'm just eyeballing it. It's packed in. You can also use something to punch the hole, like a pin. Pin works good. Non-writing end. I like using my fingers. I already have a couple of trays of leeks and a tray of onions, which I'll show you later. Remember, on these leeks, they don't really turn into bulbs. They look like giant bunching or green onions. Okay, so I've got one row done, and I will do the rest of these, and the second cup, I'll fill this whole thing up, and then I will show you the completed project after I've done that. Okay, here's the finished tray. And in a later video, I will be showing how I'm going to take the seed caps off and trim them down. There's a seed cap right there. I don't know how well it comes in, but it's that black cap on the top. Okay, that's where I'm going to put them when they're ready. I've got 3 other trays, onions, more leeks, different varieties. And it's actually a railroad track. If you're interested, I needed the space. I set it on this table I'd been running a model train on. And I'm not going to put the tray there right now. I'm going to wait a couple of days. I'm going to set it in a darker location just to allow the leeks time to settle in there, and then they'll be moving. But we'll check back with them later.